This is Rob crossing the border into Tijuana on a Friday night. There's a lot of traffic. Also, there is construction at the border, so they've reduced the lanes down than there was before. So it takes quite a while to get in, especially on a Friday night. It can be really busy here depending on what time you arrive at the border. But you want to stay in your lane because nobody will let you cross in once you're in your lane. People are pretty strict about protecting their space in their lane, so you just want to kind of keep your space and stay in your spot. But pretty much this is it. I'm close to Via San Isidro, and I'm about a mile and a half away from the border, but a lot of cars right now. We'll see how it goes. So we're moving at a pretty steady pace. Just got to maintain your lane. And it's a Friday night crossing into Tijuana. Pretty busy. We're about a little over a mile away from the border. Getting closer. We're getting closer to the border. I'm on the 5 South. To my right is the 805 South merging as they both end up at the border, the 5 and the 805 South. And we're moving at a pretty good pace here, just a lot of cars and traffic. And we're getting closer. As we get closer to the border on a Friday night, it's right about 7 p.m. and we're very close to entering into Tijuana. If you have something to declare, if you're bringing something into Mexico other than your personal belongings, like a large appliance or furniture or something like that, you need to go to the declaration line, which is in the right lane. If you're driving a large vehicle like a van or a pickup, you will get pulled over to the side as you cross into Tijuana, just to verify what you are carrying in your large vehicle. Just keep that in mind. If you're driving a large vehicle, 100% you will get pulled off to the side. It's no big deal. They just want to look and see what you're bringing. If you're just bringing personal belongings and passengers, they'll move you right along. If you have something that you were supposed to declare, you didn't declare, well, they're going to ask you to declare it. This is where it gets a little hairy here because the lanes kind of swerve around. Just maintain your lane. You want to stay on the center lane because I'll show you as we get closer where to enter, which is the best way to avoid getting stuck in any kind of traffic that you're already in. So try and stay in the center lane if you can as you enter. Busy night here crossing into the border. So as you enter into Tijuana, try and stay in the center. Far right lane is declaration lane. And it opens up as you kind of get into the entry lanes here to enter into Mexico. And you want to kind of enter through the center entrance. If you enter onto the side there, you'll get caught up in a lot of traffic because that traffic merges in with the center lane that you're in right now as you enter. And if you go into that left lane there, you'll understand what I'm talking about. It's always best to come in through the center right here, and you're good to go. It moves pretty good, unless, like I said, if you're in a large vehicle like a pickup or a van, they will pull you over to the side. I wish entering the U.S. was this easy. As you all may know, if you've crossed it quite a long time to cross back into the United States. We'll cover that another time. So you just kind of stay here and wait your turn. Pretty easy. And that's it. We're going in. Now we're driving in. See, they're checking cars here on the left because they didn't declare their items. Now if you look to my left, you'll see cars merging in. Those are the cars that entered on the left side. So it takes a little bit longer to drive in versus a center lane. Try to be courteous. A lot of people aren't at the border. Everybody's stressed out. And now we're in Mexico. This town is changing a lot for the better. A big culinary revolution going on here. Great places to eat, a lot of things to do and see here. Depending on where you're going, if you're going to Rosarito, you stay to the right and you take the Playas at Tijuana turnoff. Or if you're going to downtown, you go to Centro. I'm going to Zona Rio. And that's pretty much it. We're in Tijuana.